When I first log into an Angel course space, I can see on the course tab, by default, I'll see the course announcements there as a way to share information with students, but I have other choices as well. If I go to edit the page and then add components, one of my other choices is news. And see, I have course news and course news and events. The course news and events is how I'll actually get news items into the Angel course, and the course news is how students read the news. Um, and there's also course polls. I'm going to click on course polls and course news, add those, and I will move them around on the page a little bit here. All right, and then I'm going to hit apply to everyone and save. Okay, so the difference between course announcements and course news items are more geared towards things that are happening out in the world, um, newsworthy items, as opposed to announcements specific to the course. And course polls are going to be quick questions that you might want to ask that are just simple yes, no, or choose from two or three choices. And then once the student has chosen the poll item, then they don't see it on their page anymore. So it might be like, do you want to have the class party on Wednesday or Thursday? You know, that kind of choice. Anyway, so to add news items and course polls, I'm going to go to the Communicate tab, and there is Course News and Events, and I can choose to add a new news item here. And so let me go back and show you at the Announcements editor. If I add an announcement, basically I have a text area here that I can put in images in text or links to video, and then I have access settings that I can set. How long is this thing going to be up on the course tab? Who can see it? Everyone, or only a certain subset of users? On the if I go back to the Communicate tab and I go to the News editor instead, I'll see and add an article. I'll see that it's similar in that I have a story area here, but there's also a headline, author, source, copyright. So it's a way for me to reference information that's outside of Angel more than um, just to make an announcement. But I'll make an announce or a news item here. Let's see. How about something very simple? And I'll hit save. I'm going to also go out of the news editor and create a quick poll. And I'll add a question. Now, when this first comes up, the inline editor is taking up all of the question text space. So I'm going to close the inline editor and then type my question here. All right, and I'm going to leave all the default settings there and hit save and exit the editor. All right, so if I go back out to the course tab again here, and I'm going to refresh my view there. Okay, there's my news item, and there's my quick poll. Okay, so now I see that now that I've submitted the quick poll, it's no longer there. If I wanted to, as the instructor, if I wanted to check people's input on those quick polls, I could go back to the Communicate button to polls and see a summary of responses. And that one hasn't hit the database yet. Okay, so there it is. right, so that is course news and events. Can be a handy little feature to add.